All right, Coach, 3 home games under your belt now. Now, for the first time, you guys hit the road, and what a long trip you have to start with. Can you just, first off, it's Tuesday afternoon. If you just talk about your itinerary here for the next couple of days.
Well, in terms of, we obviously were really fortunate to open at home, so it's a bit different because it is a long road trip, Mike, to start things off. We're headed to Minnesota for 2 games. Minnesota's going to host a little bit of a tournament, so we're really glad to get there. It is a 6-day road trip. We have decided to drive and split the drive up a little bit, just so we're on a little bit of our own time schedule. Minnesota's been kind enough to allow us to a couple different options to train on several days out there, so it's worked out pretty well. A little bit of a quick turnaround, but able to kind of get there. We'll do part of the trip today, Tuesday, continue with the rest of the trip and get into Minneapolis tomorrow, and then train at Minnesota, play obviously Minnesota on Thursday night, and then look to play Western Kentucky on Saturday, do part of the trip on Saturday, and then return home at a decent hour, just to make sure that we don't spend an exceeding amount of time on the bus all at once. So a long road trip, kind of a little bit different with the holiday weekend as well, getting into a little bit different of a routine. So we'll see how it goes. But yeah, Tuesday afternoon leaving.
And we'll talk about the games or the opponents in a second, but just, you know, from your perspective, is it kind of nice in a way to get away and do, you're kind of bonding, it's just the team on the road for that long, and especially with the younger players, is that kind of a good thing sometimes?
You know, I mean, I think it is. Everything, like everything, it's got its good and its bad. You know, clearly, it's like you said, it's kind of nice. It takes it back to a little bit of preseason where the team's all together. You know, able to kind of, you learn a lot about your teammates, I think, and I'm going to learn a lot about my team, you know, in a lot of different facets over the course of the next 6 days. I'm sure we'll watch quite a few movies. You know, the bad side, too, is obviously you never want them to miss more school than's necessary. So that's kind of why we're leaving a little bit later on Tuesday. If we had flown, we would have left early Wednesday morning. So trying to minimize that. And I think just with spreading things out a little bit, it allows us to kind of go at our own speed and kind of get into, you know, get a little bit settled. It feels like we're going to be moving into the hotel for a bit. But, you know, like I said, it's the good and the bad, but you definitely hit the nail on the head with getting the team around each other, spending a lot of time together, you know, and just getting the group, you know, hitting the road for the first time.
All right. You're coming off a win on Sunday against IUPUI, and just now that you've had a couple days since that win and a few practices, just I guess what are your thoughts? What were some of the good and the bad things coming out of that, and then the last few practices?
I mean, obviously the good is the win, to hopefully take some momentum into it. You know, we were able to score 2 goals, so that's nice to put the ball away. You know, still, you know, need to continue to work on some stuff organizationally. Gave up a goal, so still looking to tighten things up quite a bit in the back. You know, and so taking a few things, you know, able to look at some film in the past couple of days, you know, have some players in the office and talk about some individual things. And I think that that's the other side with a long road trip. We have the chance to kind of do some meetings and really chat with some players on some individual basis, and then some positional stuff as well as the big group. Leading into the week, obviously, we kick things off Thursday night at Minnesota against host Minnesota. They're having a great start to the season. Obviously, have a lot of respect for their program. Stephanie Golan, who's the new head coach there, doing a really nice job. I believe they just got back from a road trip to the California area, knocked off USC. So they're doing really, really well. Big, strong, athletic team, great conference. So we've definitely got our work cut out for us. But you know, we'll take some momentum from Sunday, tighten some stuff up a bit, get back to training hard, and you know, see what we can do. And then Saturday, leading into Western Kentucky, obviously from a scouting standpoint, haven't looked as much at them, just because clearly we're focused on the next game, which is the most important. But Western Kentucky always proves to be a good side. You know, he has a very organized, very good program, continually doing better and better, and you know, this season's no different. So, you know, going into the weekend and looking at things, it's going to be a really good test for us, starting on Thursday. So we'll learn, like I said, a lot about our team, and hopefully we'll see some good soccer from our side as well.
All right, Coach, I know you got to get ready to hit the road here, so we'll let you go. But
All right.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Mike. Appreciate it.